Hello guys, how's it going? So I got a question from Grant that says, Lucas, please go over the process of splitting the model per UDIM and maintaining integrity across subtools. Okay, so I imagine that what he wants to do is split the model in Zbrush to be able to get more detail, right? And to get more polygons and get more detail, and after it, when you render, you don't get the seams. So I'm going to show that with one of my kaijus. It's different ways to do it. I'm going to show two of them. The first one will be HD geometry, where you don't need to split the model, and you can continue working. But this I did a video of how to use HD. So let's go with the ones where you split. So I'm going to take, let's take only this guy. Let's take it down here. Take it down there. Maybe let's delete the other ones. So we have a cleaner scene. Boom, 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 boom. All right. And I'm going to delete one solution level, if not it's going to get super slow. And it's just for the purposes of demonstration, right? So let's delete the higher one. Okay, so you can see that my guy, I don't have any polygroups. If I go to polygroups and UV group, right? This one, UV group, it will make a, it will group the model by UV tiles. In this case, this is not a production model. This have only 5 tiles, so I will be able to separate this in the 5 different parts, but including the teeth and eyes and other things, right? So in this case, will be only 2. But if you go to auto group by UVs, here you get it by island, right? And this is probably what I want for splitting my model. In this case scenario, right? In other cases scenarios, depends of how you align your UVs and all that kind of stuff. You choose different pieces. But let's say that I want more detail in the face of this character, and I can't studio more my model because I have already around 50 million polygons. At the next edition, it will take it to 200,000 million polygons, and that will not work, right? Because we can have 200 million polygons in Zbrush, but not in one subtool, right? So between all the subtools, you can have that amount, but not in one single subtool, right? So let's do this. In this case, I would like to have the head separate and the body separate. So in that way, I could be able to subdivide one more time the body and one more time the face, and I will get more polygons. Also, you need to take a look. For example, always check that you have at least, you need to have around 12 million polygons to get around 45 millions, 50 millions. That's 52, 58. That's the maximum amount that works, still working good for me. Some people can get more, depends of your machine, depends of whatever. But around in the 50 to 55 mark, is the software still stable? That's what I found in my computer and my job computer, right? So in this case, what I'm going to do is, you can see that my model have solution levels, good. So I'm going to create my polygroups. So I know that I want the face, right? So one side of the face, the other side of the face, and of course I would like to have all of these in the same, right? So let's make a boom, do it like that. Oops, like that. So this will be one of my polygroups. You see that it's still being polygrouped by UV tiles, so UVs will keep our polygroups, and you see that the other one is there, right? Good, perfect. So here is when it comes the two ways of doing this. It's one safer way and one that is less safe. But the two of them work, and I proved the two of them, and the two of them prove without giving you any seams in the renders, right? So when you have this, we are going to go into, I just duplicate so I can show the other way. This is way number one. Split, and you go to group split, right? It's two groups, so it's going to split the two of them, right? So you can do group split, and you press OK, and now it's going to split the model. Perfect. Still, all the solutions are in one, and the other solutions are in the other one. Awesome. That's great. Now, before touching anything, go up or down on subdivide. You go into Crease. You go into Geometry. No, Crease. And press Crease Polygroup Border. Crease it. That will make sure that when you subdivide your model, the border don't shrink, right? So now, and you need to do in the two of them. Crease Polygroup. And now, if I go up and I divide it one more time, the border is still perfect, right? That's awesome. That's what I want. So right after doing that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to subdivide my. One important thing is I always save a high-res version of my model when I do this. Why? Because of the border. I always want to keep the border in the same place. So just in case I, by mistake, came here and I did this, so, oh man, and I continue working and I didn't notice it, you can always bring the high-res model and import it in top, right? And why I'm saying the high-res and not the low-res? Because the low-res, if you have baked information in a layer or whatever, and you import it in top, this movement is being recorded in the high-res, right? So the low-res will never be, I mean, you can always, go import, go up, go down, import, go down, go up, and import until that border is still in place. But the high-res is a safer solution. So you can, what I do normally is, let's say that this is my solution level, I will create a morph target. Also, you can create a morph target, but you will not be able to use that morph target to do other things, right? So I like to have always my higher res there. So what I do is I create I export this one, and let's say that let's do this. I create a morph target. I'm going to export this one. Let's export it somewhere. I'm going to export it to my desktop very fast and call head backup cap high res. You export it just as an OBJ, right? Exporting it. Doesn't need to keep the UVs. You can delete UVs for this. I mean, it will go faster. I'm going to pause the video. Oh no, I don't need to. Cool, nice. So let's say that I started sculpting this face, right? Boom. Let's do. Where is it? Here. Let's say that I started to sculpt this and I did details and I changed the eye, I changed that. I don't know. Let me take another brush. Say that I start to do some scratches and at some point I came with my move brush and say, oh no, man. And I continue doing the stuff, and I didn't notice it. And I continue doing stuff, and say, "Oh no, I moved the edge." So well, no problems. It's all good. Just save a morph target of what you did. So of what you like. So morph target. Where is it? Where I put it? Store a morph target of that. Come here. Import your backup face, open it. Boom. Of course, you're losing all the things that you did, right? But the only thing that you need to do is you can choose between keep this one or the other one, and you just switch. Go to your morph brush, and bring it back. Bring back what is broken, right? So this is a bit of a safer net. I use it all the time. I think that is very handy for production. For production work. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. So of course with this technique, your main problem are going to be the edges, right? This technique, some people say that give you seams. Well, that's not true. This technique works. I did it myself multiple times and works. But you need to be careful, very careful, to don't touch the borders too much. Something to add to this technique, no, I think that's pretty much. So you can see that now you can, of course, and because you crease the borders, when you subdivide this model, the border is still in the same place. And the same with this guy, right? I think that we did the same with this guy. We crease the borders of this guy. Yeah, we go up. And if I divide the border, boom, perfect. So this works good, and this will allow you to subdivide the model one more time. Now, let's go with the other technique, the technique that is a bit safer, right? Let's delete these ones. So we come here, right? And what I do, I'm going to duplicate this, take this one, and I'm going to increase my polygroups by 2. So if you go here into visibility, I'm going to press grow 2 times. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to duplicate. I already did it. We can go up. Boom. And you can do the same. You can do you can make this a group of these, right? A polygroup. I go down. Boom. Bring the other stuff, and I make a group split. Group split. Boom. Okay. Boom. This is for one piece. I delete the top one because the top one I don't need it. I keep that one. I will duplicate this one more time. Hide this guy, and now is the body the one that I want. So I come here. I go again. I go to grow. 1, 2, more or less. Actually, yeah, 1, 2 is okay. I go to boom, bring it back, and make a group split. Okay. Get the 2 of them. And now I have, this is the proper face. This one I don't need. This one I don't need. Right? I'm correct. Let's double check just in case. I think I'm correct. Boom. Yes, these 2 might have. Yes, we are correct. So I can delete this one. And now what you have is 2 geometries sharing polygroups, sharing UVs, right? So now you can, what you do, you come here, yeah. Wait, sorry, before doing all of this, that is amazing, all this nice detail, we're going to come here and crease polygroups as well, because we don't want that to happen. And we're going to come here as well and go back and crease polygroups as well, and we go up And now we can go one more subdivision here, and we go up in this guy as well, and one more. Oh no, don't save. Okay, good. Go with here and one more subdivision there. Perfect. The more you can see, the borders are no moving. Perfect. Good. And now I can come here and say, okay, now you can sculpt everywhere. So let's say that you want to let me do one as fast as example. So let's say that I have this face, right? And I want to sculpt, let's take a standard, oh, let's take one of my nice vector brushes. Oh, come on, which? And let's say I want to do some scales over there, right? So I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to draw. Oh, I need more geometry. Oh, you know what? It's going to take too long to later show the other part. So let's do it with this amount. Doesn't matter. So let's say I want to put the scales in. Let's take that one. Here, boom. Let's change the intensity maybe. Let's see. I think that this one is stronger. Okay. Let's go into brush and change the surface modifiers. I want to string multiplier. Let's do it by 2. Okay, good. What's going on? Okay, let's move that into the area. Okay, let's say I want to put the scales in the border, right? Boom, 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 boom. All these scales are going around. Boom, boom, boom. And that was before it was in the border of DVs, right? So if I go back here and I go Shift F and I go into UbiMap, no, sorry, into Polygroup, boom, UbiGroup, no, sorry, this one. Here you can see the UVs, yeah, that we had before, right? So this border, yeah, is the border that are shared between that's the polygroup that is shared between the two subtools, right? So now I can come to this one, make all the sculpt that I want in this border, and after, when I finish to do all the border, everything I want in the border, I just take these polygroups, these two polygroups. This goes here, boom. Let's take these ones. Oops. Oops. These ones. That one. And this one. Let's make a polygroup there. And I go into this guy here, and I'm going to do the same. And I will project it. And the only thing that I need to do is just project that polygroup into this guy. And that's it. It's all done. That's the only thing that I need to do. Just project that polygroups into this guy. Actually, you know what? Something I forgot to tell you is that I'm sharing. Let's see. You see that I have extra from one side and extra from the other side. I don't need to only project that two. I need to project all of these ones, right? That they are shared. Why I do that? Well, because I don't know. Sometimes you don't know from which side you are sculpting. I mean, of course you can know, but I always try to keep one from one side, two to one side, two to the other one. Project that area. That's pretty much, that should work. Another thing that you can do as well is just, instead of being projecting from one tool to the other one, the other thing that you can do is if you can over here, if you come into this guy, it's less safe, but you can do it. You can do pop. Yeah, you are saving, you're storing that, and you can come here and go to brush history. I think that's a history recall, this one. And let's figure out where we put them. We put the scales there, right? What's going on? Okay. And you can start painting them. Yeah, this is a bit less safe because when the history recall brush is like a projection in top, so you know you will not get the same. So the best way, I don't know why that's happening, but something is going wrong. I'm not sure what's going on there, but each time that I change subtools, stuff goes away. Very weird. Okay. Okay, so the safest way to do it is just project it, right? So you have to this one, you come to that one, and you press Subtools, project all. Actually, let's do it if we are more clever. Let's come here. Let's do down. Because when things have different concave faces or too much detail, it could bring polygons from the other area. So another thing that you can do is only project the area that you want to. So I know that is 2 more polygons from there, right? So I need to grow 2, and now I should be fine. So you can W this and go up. Just keep it there. Same for this one. Boom. So only project that. So that should work perfectly now. So we come here and we do project all. Into the project. Take a look. Maybe it's too much, maybe it's too less. So in this case, I think that I need to put 0.02. Let's see if I give it a bit more, if I get better results. I think that that's getting better. Let's see. Boop. Better. Good. Done. Right? So that's pretty much, that's how it works. And in this way, when you finish the sculpt, right, that you have the 2 things working together, what you do is you go into Zip plugin, Subtool Master, Multi-Map Exporter, Mesh Maps, right? Export options, and in my displacement options, you know, normally what I do is 32 bits. You can't do EXRs when you do this technique. You can only do TIFFs because the EXRs will not merge the maps. In my case, normally I do mid-0 all the time, but that depends of your render engine. And that's pretty much. Yeah, that's the UVs. Take a look if you need to smooth them or not. That depends of what you do as well in your render engine. Normally, I don't smooth them in ZBrush. What gets into what have my load 300 is what I export from. But that's as well depends of your render engine. If you can say to your render engine to not smooth the UVs, good. If you can't, well then maybe you need to smooth them. It's a bit of back and forward to take a look what's the best result. And that's pretty much, guys. Awesome. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye. And also, like, subscribe, and ask questions, because if you write me some questions, I will have some idea for new tutorials. Have a nice one. See ya. Bye.